This is Dr. Sue Cornbluth from Parenting Beyond Trauma, and today I want to talk to you about how you can start to reunite and rebond with your alienated child. That is probably the question that I get the most from people on a daily basis. So today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips for starting this process. First, let me say that it's not an easy process, and it's one that takes a great deal of work and understanding on your part as to where your child is. So let me begin by saying that the truth that your child believes is not the truth that you have in your own mind. Their truth is based probably on the lies that the alienating parent has been telling them about you. For example, the alienating parent usually will tell their children that the protective parent does not want them, that they were abandoned by them, and that they are not going to come back. So that leaves a child very vulnerable and very open. It also leaves the child very vulnerable to bond with the alienating parent because the child feels as though that's all they have left. So you must understand first that your child that you are separated for has more loyalty to the alienating parent than they do to you. So oftentimes I'll hear that parents will email or text their alienated child and say, "I love you and miss you." That's great. That's a nice thing to say. The problem is that the child resents that because they are thinking, if you love me and miss me so much, why haven't you tried harder to get me back? The truth may be that you really have tried hard, but the alienating parent doesn't let them know that. So your goal then becomes very different because you are now having to get back into this child's life based on their truth and not yours. So what are the top 3 tips that I have to start this process? Well, these are things that have worked over the years. If I have worked to help reunite many children with their alienated parent. And my first essential tip is for you to never ever say a bad or negative word about the alienating parent to your child in a letter, in an email, or on a phone call. Because the minute you do that is the minute that they will not have any thought of reconnecting with you. Remember, that is the parent their loyalty is to, not you. Second of all, you must acknowledge their truth, even if it's not your truth. So their truth may be that they feel that you left them or that you abandoned them. So your first sentence or the first line of your email should be that I hope you don't believe or think that I abandoned you. That is not the truth. All I've ever wanted to do was be with you. That is an example of how you could start a letter to them. You could also say that I'm wondering if you're feeling that I have abandoned you, because that simply is not the truth, but I could understand how you would feel that way. In that way, you are joining with your child. And third, you must validate their feelings. So if they send you back a reply such as "I hate you," which is very common, then your response back is, "I can understand how you would feel that way towards me, but I am trying to do everything that I can to make things better between us." So just to recap, my 3 top tips for starting the process of rebonding with your children are: 1, do not say a bad thing about the alienating parent. 2, acknowledge their truth. And 3, validate their feelings. I hope that this was helpful to you, and please visit me at Parenting Beyond Trauma on Facebook.